Stop.
Okay.
Apple local different.
Statement changes in immigration rules. Okay. A very beautiful good morning and happy new month to my viewers, to my listeners this morning. It's a great honor and it's a great opportunity for us to meet today, this morning. My viewers, forgive me, I normally start my program at 10 o'clock, but today, because of emergency, we have to shift it up to this time. So please, as soon as you join me or you are watching me, I just want you to invite many as you can. Call somebody. It's a very emergency. It's a very emergency. Maybe today is your first time watching Abona's campaign. This morning, I have a great man with me this morning from Rainy and Julia Solicitors. I want you to invite many as you can. I don't know the reason why that this morning you are just chip in is not by coincidence, but it's divine connection. We are here this morning to wipe your tears. This month is August, 1st of August. Today is 1st of August. It's a great honor, a great opportunity to have these great lawyers with us this morning. I just want to invite somebody. I just want you to call a friend. Tell a friend to tell a friend that Skin Pain is online. Tell a friend to tell a friend that Skin Pain is online. Julia and Rennie Solicitors. Yes, of course. Call somebody. It's an emergency. You know, Abana's campaign. If any emergency come across, I am the first person that I will alert you. So I just want you to call somebody. Don't be selfish this morning at all. Don't be selfish. I have a great lawyers with me this morning. A great lawyers. If I'm talking about great lawyers, you know what I mean. So I just want you to tell a friend to tell a friend. Invite many as you can this morning. Make any effort to bless somebody this morning. No sound, no sound. All right, the people are saying that there is no sound. Pastor Dan, please, can you take this one off? Yes. It's okay. If it is okay, please let me know. If it is okay, let me know. If the sound is okay. If the sound is okay, let me know. If the sound is okay, please. Juliet, good morning. How are you, Juliet? Maybe Samo, good morning. How are you? If I good morning. Alfred, good morning. Florence, good morning. Is the sound okay? Sandra Tete, Priscilla Opoku. Yes. I think the sound is okay. I think the sound is okay. Alfred say no sound. Match us no sound, please. If it is okay, Florence say yes, it's okay. If it is okay, please, then I will engage somebody to invite many as you can. Invite your friends. Call somebody. It's an emergency. If I'm talking about emergency, I mean emergency. What is going on? Somebody will say that what is going on this morning? Abona's campaign have this white man beside her. Yes, of course. It shows that it's emergency. If emergency come, you don't play at all. And not pay me chia or bibiara would you a video no at all say and I will show me our live on Facebook. Never say me started 10 o'clock by BB me and started 10 o'clock. Richard, good morning. Richard they say you offered they say you okay. Menti me and started a year 10 o'clock or pepe and now no pay me a year Julia and Rennie and Atena say a yes solicitors our more Stratford and Atena say any anopay. Miss Papa Ejako ye babe casa a ye current immigrations aba updates aba a dear body and air coso a ye mejanisi ana a dear body and air coso dear body and abu baba abonas can pay the assembly baby and the solicitors I mean no more etana say any anopay ain't and no pay maybe some more what can we be afraid will be nay right will be abonas can pay. I'm sick and tired of calling answers. Yes, I just want somebody to bless somebody. I want somebody to call a friend, tell a friend that Abundance Campaign is on live right now. I'm here with a great solicitors with me this morning, and we are going to mix our language. Any question so far you want to ask, you can ask. We are going to update you people. We are going to update you about immigration, what is going on, whether you are holding a British passport, my sister, my brother, you just come down and listen to us. Whether you are holding a 5 years visa, 6-month visa, whether you are a visitor in this country, I just want you to take your time. You are a EU member, I just want you to take your time. Home Office has refusing you, you are refused. Please don't worry at all. Maybe you have received a letter this morning from your solicitor and you don't know what to do. That's why we are here. OPSL is this reader. That's why we are here this morning. We are going to show you how to make a successful immigration claims and to appeal a refusal letter from the Home Office. Any refusal that you don't understand, any refusal letter that you don't even understand why they refuse you. That's why we are here this morning. Feel free, ask any question. We are going to look at different types of refusal, connected available. Me pamcho internet no okay. Mama me any enquiries that you want to ask this morning, feel free and ask. Free will be ne catch will be sa Abundance Campaign at Tanase. A true migrations and summer a yama and Tanase. And none of Pemusha woman no matana hasena or more ye juma it will fear one nano. A ye papa na or tea and fin or ye juma it will fee if you can see a mono or ye juma or ha. Ain't to see ya opportunity. Na ye no more Tanasi say ya. Or mama ye updates and near ma air coswo or more letty and baby was a DNC. Baby any quantity a DNC. Until we a EU member, whether you are a EU member or you are holding a British passport, may per se ne will connect with us, and ne anopay connect it. Money yen tenase, and anopay, ne free will be ne catcher be so emra no metie, and near ma air coswo, say, ye were few months ahead of us. Na Brexit no ye diaba na wie ye will few months ahead of us. Then na Brexit no ye diaba na wie decision be no one making any step. Have you make any move? Have you make any further steps? Have you put any application in? Some people are saying that because of the Brexit now they don't know what to do. Because of the Brexit we cannot put any application in there. That's why I have the great solicitor with me this morning. I have great solicitor, Mr. Rainey, with me this morning. So any question, anything that is bothering you, some people are bothering about the age. Oh, my age is 20. I met a lady that I really love, but the lady is maybe 35, 32 years. Is it possible that I can get married to that person? Don't worry. And now no me say papa we were here juma e will fear her. And you don't need to worry yourself at all. Don't worry yourself at all. Some people are asking themselves a lot of questions. Is this still marriage working? Is it still one? Yes, of course. Maybe you never have a good lawyer. This morning, I will introduce Julia and Rennie's solicitors to you. That's your last stop. Today, your tears is ended. Without wasting my time, let me go straight to them. Any question that you want to ask, Mr. Rana, feel free and ask. Mr. Javed. Mr. Javed, yes. They will introduce themselves. Mr. Javed, any question that you want to ask them, feel free and ask. We have our solicitor, our pastor as well, Pastor Dan, behind the scene. He is here with us. He is operating with us this morning. So any question that you want to ask, my sister, my brother, feel free and ask. We are not going to repeat ourselves. So please, I just want you to invite somebody. If you come on immigration issues, don't sit down. If you come on immigration issues, don't be selfish. Whether you are you are in Ghana, you are in Europe, or you are in United Kingdom, please, 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 I just want to invite somebody. Call a friend, tell a friend to tell a friend. Call somebody to come and have a view. Michael, good morning. How are you, sweetheart? I hope you are doing well. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Please, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you very
Good.
much.
I just want you to introduce yourself, let the viewers know who you are and your field in immigration field.
Well, you have been introducing me in the previous programs as well.
Yeah, but some
So
people
most of
yes.
your listeners actually and viewers know me. My name is Inam Rana, and I'm principal at Julian Rana Solicitors with offices in East London and Central London.
You have branches.
Yeah, we have got 2 branches, and we are dealing with immigration, family, employment, civil litigation. If you have any landlord tenant, if you have any of these issues, corporate matters, we deal with them. With me is Mr. Javed, our associate. He is very well experienced in immigration, like Mr. Dan as well. They both deal with the immigration department, and today we are here for the listeners of your programs. Hopefully we will be able to give them good answers.
Good. We are going to translate our language. We are going to mix the language, so don't worry at all. If you want to ask any question in our language, feel free to ask the question. We will translate to them. So, asɛm bi a wopɛ sɛ wobisa biara no nyɛ sɛ yɛbɛka borɔfo nko a yɛbɛsesa yɛ kasa nim because me asɛm bi wɔ hɔ a menka ne borɔfo ɛwɔ yɛ kasa nim nneɛma bi ɛɛkɔ so nneɛma bebree nso so akɔ so a anɔpa yi meba a wɔn ha sei no emergency nneɛma bi a ɛɛkɔ so no ebi a you are not alert ebi a wonte anaasɛ wonhui sɛ biribi saa ɛɛkɔ so ɛno nti ɛna meka kyerɛ wo sɛ ɛyɛ emergency ɛnti na yɛatena se ɛna anɔpa yi no ɛyɛ very 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 urgent a wo nnua bi a wɔte baabi ɛbɛnyia wo nso so a wotie me no nso so no wobɛhia da bia yɛ na abɔna skimpɛn meka sɛ wo hold British passport is not the end of your life. Who hold British passport so far as you are not a British born, who free will be kuroso and our baby British passport no sister brother, there is question mark on it. Intimate wa wutie me no. Menya why do you say a immigration? And I say menya why do you say we are coming to talk about ubi a onin grata. Ain't no what dear you don't care. No. What coming one or pay biano, you will get your share. Intimate part show. Feel free. Nefre ubi. Let me come to you, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you very much.
I just want you to introduce yourself to our viewers.
Yes, my name is Javed Ali, and I've been the associate with Julian Rana Solicitors for last many months, and my main area of expertise is civil litigation and immigration, and I usually deal with appeal and judicial reviews and immigration laws. And just like Mr. Dan, we both are colleagues, and I work under the supervision of Mr. Rana.
Volume, please. Volume.
Volume, you have to speak a bit loud.
Oh. My name is Javed Ali, and I'm associate with Julian Rana Solicitors for last many months, and my main area of expertise is civil law and immigration, and I specifically deal with judicial reviews and appeals in immigration law.
All right, immigration law and appeal. So if you have any courts appeal, please, this morning, your chance is now. All right, Mr. Renner, do you have any updates?
There have been few updates, but main updates are with regards to European applications.
European applications.
Mainly, there have been statement of change has been given with regards to the European immigration. The Europeans who are already in the UK, they have been given a time period that by 2020 whosoever is in this country and has completed 5 years, they will be given a settled status.
2020.
By 2020, who have completed 5 years. People who have already been in the UK and they have been living in here for 5 years, they already qualify for PR, so they should apply as soon as possible. But for example, people who came in 2018 or some 17 and by 2020 they have not completed the time, they would be given the resident status once they complete the 5 years, if they have not completed it by 2020. People who have families here, the same rule will apply to them. If they have completed 5 years of residence, they will be given the resident status, indefinite leave. If they haven't, they will be given extra time, extra visa for the period to complete 5 years period, and then they would be able to do that. Also, the people who have non-European family members or they want to bring them here, if it is before 2020, they can bring their family members into the UK, and all the same rules will apply which are applying at the moment.
Please, loud, they can't hear you.
I wish we had some mic or something. I'm trying as loud as I can. So people who have family members outside the UK, if they have not completed 5 years by the time 2020 and they have come already, then same rules will apply. They will complete 5 years period and then they will be given. After 2020, European nationals, if they want to bring a non-European family member here, in that case they will have to satisfy the criteria which is normally for the British people as well. So their EU status, you can say the relaxations they were getting would get changed. These are the main changes at the moment, unless there is something new by your new program. So we will be discussing that.
Okay. Please, whilst we are moving forward, any question that you want to ask them, you can put it on the screen. We will read it and lawyer will answer your question. But I will open the phone lines in earnest. Yes, of course, you can call from Ghana. We will put WhatsApp number there. You can call from Ghana as well. This morning, we are going to talk about how to make a successful immigration claims and to appeal a refusal from the Home Office. Let me come to you again, Mr. Rene. How to make a successful application to the Home Office, and I will come to you with the claim of the refusal.
See, while you are making an application, you have to be very clear that you are trying your best to fulfill the requirements which are in place. Home Office, it's always advisable to have a good immigration advisor by your side, or your application is prepared professionally if you are not confident about it. But even otherwise, Home Office has issued certain guidelines. Their guidances are there with regards to every visa category. If you go through the guidance, you will know most of the requirements there are in place. You should also go through the immigration rules. If you don't feel comfortable, then contact a good immigration advisor so that your application is free of any flaws. Good application has to meet all the criteria. Most of the applications which non-Europeans apply are point-based now, and in point-based the biggest issue is that if you miss anything, your application is refused, and mostly you do not get right of appeal. So you have to go to the judicial review rather than appeal in point-based system. You do get administrative review option as well. But to avoid that, I would suggest that always make a list of what the requirements are. Try to fulfill each and every requirement. Secondly, try your best that you provide the best documentary evidence you can, because if you do not provide the best documentary evidence, you will always suffer. Home Office can refuse your application even on the minimum discrepancy or flaw. So I would always suggest that you provide maximum documentary evidence. It is always advisable. Um, I would strongly advise against providing any uh, wrong document or fraudulent document. Never try to hide any information. Never try to put a fraudulent document in. The Home Office has a very good checking system, and it's very easily they can verify it. And if they verify it and it is and they come to know and it is disclosed that your document was fraudulent, you get a 10-year ban. Uh, I have been doing judicial reviews against such refusal where a 10-year ban under the immigration rules has been given, 320 has been put in place just because of minor misinformation or just because of not disclosing some fact of previous applications. I'll give you a brief examples. For example, you had a passport before on which you had a visa refusal, and some people think that, oh, if we don't attach this passport, they wouldn't know that we were refused a visa before, especially in entry clearance application. People outside, you can never do that because they always know about it, and your application will get refused and you will get a ban on it. Also, sometimes people use fake bank statement or some fake certificate or things like that. Never do that, because if they are verified and they come to know that this is a fraudulent document used for a purpose, then your application is going to be refused and you will get a ban as well. Always there are exceptions. Sometimes somebody is preparing your application and they have used documents without your knowledge, or um, you were not aware of the facts disclosed by that person. So you can use these facts in your judicial review of such a decision. But I will always advise, be very careful while preparing an application. Always use good immigration advisors, your solicitors, so that application is a good one. These are the, you can say, general rules to prepare a good application.
Okay. Richard said that, Mom, please, I'm at Italy and I want to come to UK. I don't have documents, passports. How can I be there? Richard, without passport or without documents, you can't travel to any country. Maame nka no yekuro mu kasa. Ye pon a wobetimi afrɛ me. Na emomu no se wonni passport, wonni any document bia, untimi entu kwan enko ba bia. Ye pon a afrɛ me. Florence said, please, we can't hear anything. MSC check your hasi a binomon so one so ete. So won't tell me Daniela, my sister Daniela said quality picture now. Okay. Abby said we can't hear anything. Eugene, good morning. How are you, Mr. Brother Richard? Good morning. Mami say so we can't hear them proper. Okay. Yo, Mate, MSC ebema ye volume neso kakra. Me say me no mo kasa me kasa loud ninti me say almost so kasa mo any question bibiara. Don't worry, yeah, we are taking it out.
Now we'll try once more. Let's see. Can you please confirm if you can hear proper now? Is it better now?
Okay, all right. Let us move on. Let us move on. If it is better, please let us know.
See? It is coming clear now.
Yes. Okay.
Yes, it's better.
All right. Richard, now I say I'm in Ukraine and I am a student here. I would like to come to London. Can there be help? He is a student in Ukraine and he wants to come to UK.
It depends. His name is what?
Richard.
if you are a student in Ukraine, I'm not aware what you are doing there, but you can come to the UK on different routes. You can come as a student to do further studies. Um, for example, if you are doing a graduation, you can come to do masters or PhD. If you want to come to settle, do something else, you can come as a business on a business visa. So there are different routes. Yes, you can come. It depends for what you can want to come. You want to study or you want to do business. Depending on that, yes, you can come.
It's not, the sound is not properly coming now. Okay. Okay, I think now the sound is okay. As for me, if I started talking, you people don't complain, but they don't talk like the way I talk. So, pardon us this morning. Still waiting for the WhatsApp number. My number is 00447502422799. I will put it on the screen as soon as I open the line, so don't worry at all. Let me come to Mr. Ronan. When you are talking, if I get you right, you said that before you can do a successful or you can make a successful application, you have to list the things that you need before you submit the application, and you have to get a good solicitor, not just ordinary lawyer, a good solicitor for the application. All right, let me come to the refuser. Like if you have done a marriage, you have married somebody and Home Office refuse you in base of maybe the marriage certificate, in base of they don't believe in the marriage, what are the
See, I think you are talking about the if the Home Office raises the question about genuineness of your marriage. If the Home Office is raising question about genuineness of marriage, there are two reasons for that. One, once again, you did not provide sufficient evidence to establish that it is a genuine marriage. Because just providing a marriage certificate is not enough. You have to also prove that your application is genuine, your marriage is genuine. For that, you need to provide a lot of documentary evidence. So it's always advisable that you make a good application for that. Secondly, in most of the cases, Home Office does interview. They conduct an interview of the couple. Both uh, are interviewed separately, and if their answers are not matched, I mean, sometimes they refuse it for some baseless reasons as well. But if there are major discrepancies in the answers, yes, the application will be refused. They do get into very much details. There are certain limits to the questions which they can ask. You have a right to not to answer if a question is very intimate, but still the questions should be answered. They should be answered in a way that they establish that your wedding is your marriage is a genuine marriage. Most of the people, they do mistakes. I do understand that even married couples sometimes they don't know too much details about each other. I mean, if somebody is asking that, okay, what color pajama your wife wears when she sleeps, um, not necessary that everybody knows that, or what color boxes your husband wear. These are the questions which I can understand are exaggerated, but there are questions about the families of each other, about how you met, where you live, how much communication you have, these things. One of the major issues I think is about the the marriages in absentia, um, when one of the when the couple is here and they're married through a representative. Yes, UK does recognize those marriages, but in some cases they raises questions on the authenticity of those marriages. But once again, if you have provided well enough documents, you have provided the documentary evidence, lot of pictures, some supporting statements. I don't see any reason why it should be refused. But if it is refused, you must always challenge it in the appeal or the judicial review, because mostly in courts these cases are resolved. In courts, you once again are interviewed before a judge in a way that you do witness, you give your witness statements in front of a judge. In examination and cross examination, you are well assessed, and if you are able to prove that you are a genuine couple, you will get the visa in appeal. If you do not get a right of appeal, then you have to go to the JR. In that case, you have to provide a lot of documentary evidence, which was already before the Home Office, and also you have to justify why the reasons taken by the Home Office are wrong.
Okay, let me come to the children application. Like, if you have a child in this country, we all believe that children born in this country are British born. But we always talk about, oh, if I bring my child from Ghana or Africa, the child is not born here. But we called all of them British. We have a British born, and we have child that we brought them from Africa or any country into this country. So, like, if you born your child here, you have a child in this country, the parents don't have any document, mother or father don't have any document, and the child is 7 years old. I want to know that 7 years old is still available.
Okay, let me clarify one thing. Not all children born in UK are British. If the parents have a settled status or they are British when the child is born, then the child would be British. Otherwise they are not. They have to qualify for the British citizenship like others. Yes, if a child is born in the UK and they have been living in the UK for 10 years, then they qualify for the passport. For the British
the child
passport.
qualify for the British
For
passport.
the British passport.
Automatically. Or you have to.
You have to apply. You have to apply for it. Obviously, an application
You
form.
have to register the child before
Yes.
the child will become a British, or automatically you have to go to post office. You know, when you have your parents
No, there
have a
is-
state in this country, have a right to live in this country. When you have a child,
Then
automatically
you simply register
the
it.
child.
No. In that case, if the child has been living in UK for 10 years and they were born here, or their parents do not have any status, still the child qualifies to be a British, but they have to apply for it. Okay?
I understand you, but still, I don't understand it.
Okay, I will come again.
Let me put my question in this way. I'm a British, and I have a child.
Yeah?
My child automatically is British.
Is British.
I have to go to post office and fill a form.
Fill the form and register.
Then the child
Yeah?
will be a British.
Yes.
I don't have stay in this country.
Yeah?
And I have my baby.
Yeah?
Because I don't have, the child is not British.
Yes.
When the child is 10 years old,
Yeah?
I, as a mother, have to register the child as a British before the child will become
Yes.
a British.
Yes. You have to apply for them. You
I
have to
have
file
to-
an application.
I have to file an application.
Yep.
How did you call that application? Is it register?
It's application to register for the British
Application
citizenship.
to register
Yep.
for a British citizen.
Yep.
Yes. Megye sɛ obiara ɛyɛ clear ɛwɔ aha sei. Deɛ na mepɛ sɛ mebusa no ma ne kyerɛ aseɛ ɛyɛ no ɛne sɛ wowo ɛwɔ kurom ha sei nkɔɔfo bebree ɛgyina so Michael ama yɛ refuse ɔmo. Sɛ wokɔ lawyers bebree hɔ a anaasɛ wokɔ solicitors binom hɔ a they don't explain it properly for you as a mother to understand it. Because of that, a lot of parents has been refused in the grounds of they want to apply their children, they want to apply British passport for their children. Automatically, they think that if you're born in this country and your parents don't have stay in this country, you become a British straight away. It's not like that. As a parent, if you have a child in this country, let me say it in my language. So, na sɛ wo maame anaa papa no wonni nkrataa wɔ kurom ha ɔba no ɔnyɛ British. Sɛ akora no nya mfie edu 10 years a was so apply for registration Emma Akrano or register Akrano as a British born. Maybe I'm say, won't TBBA say you can ask any question. Was so register Akrano as a British and son Akrana be a British. So if you are a adult, you have to naturalize to become a British. You need a naturalization. But children, we don't call them a naturalization, we call them registration. And if you also register to be a British born, or register we are, then you have to apply for British passport for your child. Okay.
The question you had about the 7 years old, yes, that is still in place.
It's still in place.
Once the child is 7 years old, they can qualify, they can apply on the basis of long residence. That the child has been living here for 7 years, so they apply FLR form for the leave to remain application. But remember, this is not an automatic right. You have to meet a certain criteria for that. You have to establish that the child has established his or her life in the UK and the ties are so strong that they cannot go back to the country of their parents. 1. 2, that the back home their ties are not strong enough. There can be many reasons. There can be the language problem. They have established, they are part of so many, they are schooling here, parts of clubs, maybe contributing towards some social cause. What relatives are back home, what is status of their parents, if they go back, how it would affect their life. So you have to establish that there would be a lot of hardship for the child if they go back to their country of origin, and that's why they should be allowed to stay here. So the application has to be well prepared if you are applying on the basis of 7 years long residency of a child.
So it's not automatically like if your child is 7 years straight away, they will give you the stay in this country. You have to meet the criteria.
You have to meet the criteria. You have to establish that the child's life has been so much established in the UK that they could not go back to the country of origin.
Okay. My brother is asking this question of if the child is 7 years, can you register him or her to make an application?
Sorry, I didn't
if
get
the
the
child
question.
is 7 years, can you register him or her to make an application?
Yes, you can file an application if they are living in the UK for 7 years.
Yes, but you can't register your child to be a British.
No.
Even if it is 1 day for the child to turn 10 years, you have to wait for the 10 years before you can register your child as a British. Okay, so if you want to apply for your child is 7 years old, and as a parent, both parents, I'm talking about the both parents, if you don't have stay, can you apply together with your child?
Yes, if you are applying for the child on the basis of 7 years.
Yes.
So you do apply with the child.
You do apply.
You do apply with the child.
Parents
Both parents can apply. Both parents can apply with the child on the same grounds that the child has completed 7 years and established. Because obviously parents cannot leave the child alone in this country. Same rule will apply. If the child qualifies, then the parents get. I want to, I know it's a bit unfair, which I have come to know, but recently this has been happening, that the child gets the visa, the parents get the visa as their, the child's parents who has been in UK and who is living in the UK and is under the age of 18. But once the child gets 18, they start refusing visas of the parents.
Why?
If they have not completed 10 years already, saying that the child is 18 now, he doesn't need you. So you can
based on your child, and the child is 18 years, and you are not completed your 10 years, they can even stand and refuse you. Really?
Yeah, unfortunately, this has been the case in few refusals.
Because now the child don't need any support.
That the child doesn't support of the parents, so they can live alone.
But in this case, if you have a good solicitors, they can challenge against it. Okay. Let me come to this question. If you have any question, you can ask. Feel free. And yes, yeah, Cabrofun intino. Ubeti me ebusa because of any year Cabrofun and send you what I mean to me and ewa has say. And na nipoti ano ye juma e wufikisi muntino or one limit or de ekasa. It in send you what yentimi e musano and I send you what I mean to minka. So ya dear ye can you krum kasa dia I send you what I can boldly and confidently say it, but because of ye can brofonity. Question be our person be sabi a fatu screen so maybe a phone lines no at to musi sia amount na send be our person will be sabiano wabusa na ye kasafa and cry ya womo ha or more emma no more papa in nibi when you're 7 years no whole quine so was so what jia setana e will chrome ha na akura ne wo ho kwan se wo so wo gi asetena na Solomon or maame ne wo papa ne so so me ma wo mu bia na a lot of people e wo back home they believe in the thing say if you have your child in abroad automatically you qualify for stay. Yes, of course some countries America do so, but United Kingdom no. If you born in this country and your parents don't have it, you are not until you get 70 years older. You can apply for, or your parents can apply for stay in this country for you. How long is it? 10 years or 5 years for the visa for 7-year route?
Oh, when you get on 7 years, you get they put you on a 10-year route.
10 years.
10 years route.
Before
so
it
you
was
have
5 years.
No, 10 years.
It's 10 years.
It's 10 years route. So you have to renew the visa every 2.5 years. So
2.5
yeah.
years.
So after you complete 10 years residency, then you qualify for it.
So after
The
you
child
complete,
will.
what
the
about
child,
the child? Because
if
by
the
the
child
time
was, yeah.
by the time 10 you complete the 10 years,
Yeah.
the child will be 10 years by then. The child is 7 years.
Yeah.
And you base
The
on
child
the
would be 17.
I'm coming, please. The child is 7 years. You base on the 7 years rate to apply
Yeah.
for stay in this country. They will
Yeah.
give you 2.5 years.
Yeah.
Your child will get 2.5 years as well.
Yeah.
So you need to complete 10 years.
The child will become British.
Yes, that's
but
what I'm
if
saying.
they
That
were
by
born
the
here,
yes.
if they were born here, if they were not born here,
So the child don't need to complete the 10 years.
no, darling. If a child is born in this country and they complete 10 years, British citizenship, you have to apply through an application. Okay. If a child is not born in the UK, then you complete 7 years. Then you have to, once you have done that, you have to complete 10 years of residence. If you were not born in the UK, once you complete your 10 years residence.
Okay. My question is, I have a child. The child is now 7 years. Then I apply for the child, including me,
Yeah.
and we need to complete 10 years route. 2.5 years, 2.5 years, 2.5
Yeah.
years. And they will give the same visa to the child. 2.5 years, 2.5
Yes.
years. Okay. In the course of the 2.5 years, we have renewed our first year, 2.5
Yeah.
years. Our second year, 2.5 years.
Yeah.
By then, the child is going to be 10 years old.
Yeah.
So I don't need to apply for
The
another
child was
2.5
born. The
years.
child was born in UK.
Here. Yes.
So,
my
you don't have
question
to
is,
apply
I
for
don't
the
need
child.
to apply for the child,
For the child, you
again.
don't. Yeah,
2.5 years.
No.
Automatically, I can
You
shift
will apply
it.
for the registration.
Registration.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I wanted you to clear for me. Deɛ na meka anaasɛ mebusa no na mepɛ sɛ wɔkyerɛ aseɛ ma me no ɛne sɛ me papa Michael Bishop deɛ na mepɛ sɛ wɔkyerɛ aseɛ ne sɛ wowo wɔ kurom ha na sɛ woni nkrataa wo ne wo ba no nyinaa ni bi na sɛ akora no nya mfie nson 7 years na yɛma wo ne akora no nkrataa yɛbɛma mo 2.5 years 2.5 years saa 10 years enti akora no 2.5 years na akora no bɛkɔ mu 2 pɛ because akora no wɔ 7 years and yamani 2.5 years. By the time 2.5 years no be no. Now akora no got 10 years. In the second one, you don't need to apply So wobeji ama wo ba no another 2.5 years. Wobeji British book. Wobekwa ko register akra no waji British book. But you as a father or as a mother, you will continue to renew your 2.5 years until you complete all your 10 years. Then you apply your indefinite leave to remain. Isn't it?
Totally.
Okay. Do you want to chip in?
Oh, no. I'm enjoying the show.
Do you have any calls or anything?
Yes, the course I'm coming. I will open the phone lines. Nicholas, or say, what if you have an EE family permit for 5 years, but the family member is nowhere to be found? Good question. Is it possible you can apply your permanent stay? Hold on. Please, let me put the number on the screen. The number is 0044 7502422799. And the check, yeah, just about 40 minutes. Na, yeah, sorry. Inti yenche. Number ni is 0044 7502422799. O person will free busa any question be a bit in your friend. E wo WhatsApp as well. Inti no bit me afraid 0044 7502422799. Any question be a person busa be a and family as someone here discuss no bit me ebusa. Yes.
The question,
Nicholas, your question.
The question has been asked that if somebody has been issued a 5-year residence permit as an EA family member, and then for whatever reason
You can't find them.
they are not living with you. Now you can't find them as very vague term. You have to be more clarified about it. But let's say that you have separated and they are not living with you and you are not aware of their whereabouts. There would be certain circumstances in which this would happen. One is that you just separated and they just left you and you cannot find them. You have to file for divorce. If you have been married, you have to, but I will give you a general requirements. You have to be married to that person for 3 years minimum. The day the marriage finished is the day when you get your decree absolute. But until the day you file your divorce, or he files your divorce against you, until that day they should have been exercising the treaty rights. If they were exercising the treaty rights, you have been living, even if you were not living together, for due to some reason, like for example they were doing job in some other place and you were doing another place, or for whatever reason, but the marriage was intact, and after 3 years of marriage you got divorced, yes, you can apply for retained rights of residence. In that case you can apply for that. In certain cases, for example, you and your partner were living together for more than, like say, 4.5 years, and for last 6 months you cannot find them. You have to give all the evidence of living together, they're working and exercising treaty rights in the UK, and since when you are not together, and what efforts you have made to find them. I think these are the general rules. For specific rules, like always we have for your views, so they can book a free appointment, come to the office and discuss in detail, and then we can give specific answers to them.
Okay, me pacho Nicholas, what the wo person wo kire wo no ase or say se wa ware obi a wo no obi e na ye aware e no wa ware nipa na number no will screen is so me pacho. Those that you are asking, the number is on the screen. So wa ware obi a enipa no e was say se wo hu nipa na enipa na wa yira anase wo hu no ne ntibio ma e was say nipa no ne na ware e wa aban mu for 3 years, at least 3 years. 3 years no woni nipa ni ja ware you can wan kasa obetimi apply e wo abra nipa no enka ho enti no open with right e wo say wo ware for 5 years and sana watimi eja ware no na wan kasa watimi obtain your teaching right and yes dia said 3 years na ma wontimi obtain wo treaty right eno no number no 00447502422799 wobetimi aye afre sisia na ono akasa. Okay, Florence said, please, if the person is in the Europe, have resident permit, and he wants to come to UK, what he is supposed to do before coming to the UK?
If a person is in Europe and they already have been given a residence permit there, and they want to come to the UK, now if they want to come to just visit, the rule is that if you are with the European national and you have been given a residence permit in your country of residence, you just have to travel with the European residents, the European national. Either they should be traveling with you or they should already be in UK and you are joining them. So that would be enough. If you want to come and settle here, there are two ways. You can come here together and then register yourself and apply from UK, or you can apply from your country of origin before coming to the UK. You can do in either way. Once you are here, you have to establish the same things which maybe you need to you did already in your country of residence, which is you have to establish that there is a genuine relationship or a genuine marriage, all the documentary evidence about that, that you start exercising treaty rights and register yourself, get an NI number and all that. Within 3 months, if you are doing, then there are relaxed rules and you can simply apply for it.
Okay. Nicholas, or say, what is an extended family member of an EU family as dependents and has been an issue between you and extended family member? How can you get your permanent resident? Yes, I understand him. Like if your parents, Nicholas, is not how you want to explain it, or you can call even now and explain yourself better. Like maybe your parents, you depend on your parents, and somehow you are not living with them together.
See, I think extended family. He's mentioning extended family members. Maybe he's talking about getting a residence permit on the basis of brother, sister, or cousin, or uncle, auntie.
Dependent.
Dependent. Extended family member. So if you got the extended family member visa on that basis, and you cannot find that, unfortunately, you are nowhere, because extended family members, their rules are a bit different than the family member. You have to complete your 5 years of dependency with them. Still, I would say these are general statements. I would need to see whatever the facts of your case are. So if possible, you can just book an appointment, come and see me, and we'll give you an example.
Florence, Martime explaining our Ghana language more proper. Hello. Me do for pa me pa cho me molding. Busa question apeso busa. Busa betimi akani twi, ubetimi akane brofo. Ah, dia wo pesa wo kan bia. Right. Yeah, wo yeah, wife wo yeah, now wife no one krata da ba no ni indefinite oh. Yeah, afia san no aba. Na enkra no onye anu mu no oji num ni bi ma nkra na na. Afe ni awon nkra no enti afe na o wife nya ne British ni indefinite ansan no wo nkra no. Okay. My brother is saying that his wife had a 5 years stay in this country. Mm-hmm. And after he had the baby, he had the children, now he have indefinite leave to remain. Okay. Is it possible that she can apply British book for the children because she have the children? Is it 2 children or 1? Yes. He had the 2, like he had the children before he gets his indefinite leave
No,
to remain?
no. They have to be. They come as dependent, so they have to qualify the period, qualifying period, 5 years or 10 years, and then they can apply for that.
The woman have to apply
So
5
okay,
years.
let me get this straight. The woman had a 5 years visa as his dependent.
Yes, five
He
years.
was not indefinite that time.
No.
Or was he indefinite?
No. Now that she have
No.
indefinite and
No,
now she
no,
have the
wait,
children.
wait. At that moment when the children were born, neither of them had indefinite. Am I right?
Yes.
So the children don't get the indefinite, the British citizenship. They have to complete 5 years of dependency of him, and then they can apply.
But now the woman have indefinite now.
The woman has indefinite, that's fine.
So
The children has to complete
indefinite as well.
5 years period time.
5 years period time. Media Bema, what you say? Ne kasa ne wɔ fam. Ɔse tama ye wo nkra no na wo yiri nya indefinite. Na onya indefinite. Enti e wo se nkra no complete 5 years. Okay. E wo se wo yiri kɔgye 5 years ni bi emma ne ma no. No mo complete 5 years no. Ansa no mo timi a obtain omo British book. Okay. What you say? Yes, it was so applied through Home Office. Okay. Ye program na be timi afre me. Why? No mo complete 5 years no. Ansa no mo timi a why? Wo be timi afre me number we are so. Why? See you. Me so me that say. Yes, it was so applied. Man am ofre o WhatsApp no mo betimi assign afre biom. Florence Matemeye may explain your language. Hello, sweetheart. Me patcho me moding. Loyalty you.
Okay. Me patcho, me problem is.
Obeka brofo and abe country.
Beka brofo.
You can brofo.
So yeah, my problem was I won a competition with Air France.
Air
to come
France.
to the UK. Air France. They were having a competition last year, and I won a return ticket to come to the UK. And my application was refused based on the invitation that a friend of mine who was in Ghana that visited me in Ghana, and the competition was you need to get someone, a contact person in the UK, to tell the reason why she wants you or he wants you to visit him in the UK. So the competition is between you and your friend in the UK. So we won the competition. So then I asked my friend to send me an invitation to come to the UK. And in the invitation, the friend is a female and I'm a male. And in the invitation, I submitted the letter, the confirmation letter from Air France, and my winning the competition rules and everything. Air France gave me 2 letters to submit it to when I'm applying for my visa. And the friend said, a friend sent me a friend that this is my friend and I want him to visit me in the UK. She has won this competition. And also I've also visited Ghana before, and I would like him to visit me in the UK. And I added, I'm working, and I added my everything that the immigration was like the list I need to submit, and I did submit everything, and I was refused a visa. And the reason of refusing a visa, the CEO, like the officer said, because I'm not a genuine, physical, like if I go, I will not come back. Because he is doubting that the person that I'm going to visit, I'm in a relationship with the person. But this is a case that the person did not mention in the letter that we are in a relationship. We are friends. But I think a parent also add a supporting letter to ties of coming to the UK. I did apply again, which is recently. At first, I was not in school.
Where is
I
the
was not in
base?
school.
Ghana.
Yeah, but now I've been admitted in a school. So I've added every document within. I've taken a letter from my school and everything, and I've added it to it. But I've applied a visa almost like a month to now, like almost getting to 2 months, and I've not gotten any response from them. And school to be opening soon, so I don't know why they are still keeping my application, and I don't know at first. I don't know the reason why they are
It's
still
too long.
refusing this
What I would suggest that we can provide him or email. He can send his query with the documents he is mentioning. He can email us. We can go through the documents and give an advice. Over the phone, it's too much.
Media Bema. Also, mo be send you email na wa forward di bibia ma wo mo. Me number ni ye wie program na afre me. Why? Ye wie ya afre me number na da screen so e no kasa no. Why? Okay. Me da say yentina program we say so nche Florence say me explain it. Daniela also says what about a baby girl of 3 years born in Ghana be registered here both? Please, what do you mean? Say wa wo ba wo Ghana na say wo ma me no ye British. I know na wo kana. Say wa wo ba wo Ghana na wo ma me no ye British and I say wenya enkrata our house. It says what about a baby girl?
I think he's
of
mentioning
3
if a child is born in Ghana, he is 3 years old but living down here. They have to complete 7 years residence in the UK, and then they can apply for FLR.
So the child have to complete 7 years to add it to be 9. Because the child is
We
3
don't know.
years.
Maybe they are here for 2 months.
2 months, okay.
So they're because they were born in Ghana, so their residence period here has to be minimum 7 years.
7 years before, okay. Nana question was what about someone who has resident in UAE and want to visit to the UK? What will you have to do?
It depends, Nana. But if you want to come as a visitor or as a or you want to come here and do business, if you want to come as a visitor, obviously you have to apply for a visitor visa. There are certain conditions for that, requirements. If you want to come here to do, for example, business or so you have to be specific about your question. But yes, then you can apply for your business visa. Why it's a bit confusing.
Me patro pesa ba program iso. Me patro kasa.
Me patro, who reading my question about? I think they may type error mistake, and I may send it. The question I wanted to ask is, I have a sister friend who just visited recently, and for some reason she had to go back, leaving the baby behind. She had emergency at work, which she had to go back to attend. Of course, she'll come back, but then I'm still having the baby with me here. The question I want to ask is, how am I going to, register the baby? Is the baby, she's not my baby, it's the sister's baby. Is the baby entitled to school, GP, that kind of information I want to know.
Now, it is your sister's baby and she left it with you. 3 years baby.
Yes.
What is your visa status?
I have indefinite in this country.
Okay. But did he give you any kind of authority while doing this?
No, as I said, the mom had to go back to Africa because of emergency at work. She had this 2-year visit, which she will be coming regularly with the baby. But since she has gone back, and she herself doesn't know when she will be coming back. I
would strongly suggest that you need to inform the authorities immediately, because keeping a baby like this is not a good idea.
Okay.
Yeah. So you need to, either you need to adopt the baby if you want to keep her here, and there is an adoption procedure for that, or you have to send the baby back, because keeping such a young baby without parents, without any explicit authority in your favor, this is not good for you.
Thank you.
Yeah, okay.
Me pacho what ya siesa. O question na ye very very interested mami. Ye pon a ohun frɛ me. Why? E was sa number we say so. Okay.
So another person has Tavia has asked that her son is 5 years, has 5 years old permit, and he is under 18. So my question is, he qualifies for British passport straight away, or do I have to renew? If you, I don't know on what grounds he was given a 5 years visa, but let's say you are indefinite and the child was given a 5 years visa on your behalf as your dependent, then after 5 years you apply for their indefinite leave to remain, and then once they get indefinite, after 1 year you apply for their British passport. Makobi, there are a lot of migration. Yeah, that's right. How to apply for British migration? There are many categories, so we are not sure on what category you want to apply for. You have to be specific what category you want to apply with.
It's finished.
Sorry?
The test message is
Yeah,
finished.
the text message
Let me
I've
come to
applied.
Mr. Javed. Mr. Javed, please. Our time is up. Let me want you to apply everything. Then you just put everything together for us. Do you have anything to say? Anything to say? Any advice? Anything to say about your film?
But a good application or good appeal.
Yeah, for a good application, as Mr. Rana said, that we need to focus, because in entry clearance application, for example, they're just simple questions that whether you have been convicted, and you have to understand conviction. For example, conviction. It's not about in the UK or just a criminal conviction. It can be a penalty of traffic offence. So most of the people just forget about it, that there was a traffic penalty which they haven't paid or they had paid, and they just simply take no, and we have seen that many applications have been refused on that basis. So it is very important to be careful, because in the recent cases, even if you are applying for the application and you have stated something wrong, or even someone on your behalf who have applied, this case will be the same, that there is a deception. But there has been many changes recently, and for successful application, documentation, supporting documentation is very much important. If you're applying for a visit visa, for example, a visit visa, all you have to focus about is what are your ties back home, because most of the applications are decided on this basis, that what are the financial circumstances of the applicant, and is there any emotional or family or any financial ties back home. So all while making an application, you have to keep that in mind. And if we go to appeals or judicial reviews, well, nowadays it is very rare that people are given right of appeals due to the Brexit and other kind of things. But judicial review, for example, it is when we haven't given any right of appeal, we can go into the judicial review. And for a successful appeal or judicial review, it's not about simple facts or anything. It's about grounds, on what basis you are claiming a specific thing. you're challenging the decision of the Home Office, and you have to put your main grounds on it. You have to apply the law. We have seen in many cases, many solicitors and many other immigration advisors, they have, from the very start, while making an application, either for further leave to remain or entry clearance, they have made many mistakes on what basis most of the applications in judicial review or appeal, we face many difficulties, but still we in many cases we are successful in it. So all, as Mr. Rana says, that everything depends on the start of the application, on how you're making the application, and on that basis your appeal will depend on, or even your judicial review.
Thank you.
Thank you. Pastor Dan, chip in.
Well, have you heard? Thank you so much, Sister Skibane, for such an incredible show. And to all the viewers that have been watching, us as always, our motto and our mantra is to always provide exceptional services, whether it be in immigration, also the different disciplines of law that we practice in this firm. Making a great application is very, very key to it being, granted, and that's why you need exceptional experience of people who understand the immigration rules. And my Ghanaian people and my Ghanaian community, it's time. Our law firm is open, our door is open, and when you come, we deal with you on a case-to-case basis. We provide you exceptional services, because at the end of the day, we want you to succeed. And we will give you the most pragmatic advice, the most realistic approach, and, we will endeavor our very best. As you can see from Mr. Rana and Mr. Javed, they both have a combination of great depth and wealth of experience in sort of in this field of immigration. And so, you've got our number. Contact us. Give us a call. Come to the office. Free consultation. That's the key. Come, let's sit down, let's talk. Bring us your refusal letters. Let's find out what went wrong. And, we will, as always says, Julia Run is about making your life blue again. Making you smile. Making you see positive outlook. Making you see, even if you're refused, Javed spoke about, that different procedural process for an appeal. If you don't understand where you stand, Mr. Rana can give you an exceptional understanding of what, can happen, how we can go forward. And so we are here to make sure that, whatever we can do, to the best of our ability and in the most pragmatic way to make you go forward. And so you'll see the numbers on the screen. Give us a call, give us the shout. Come to our lovely offices, we're ready for you. So our address is 320 Romford Road, E78BD. Okay, and if you want to call us, our numbers is on the screen. The office line is 0207 1128 818. And if you want to hear my lovely voice, you can call me on my mobile phone, which is 074020205552. The numbers on the screen. Call us. Our office is ready, and I'm telling you, when you come to Julia and Rana Solicitors, you will have such a services that you will have no choice but to refer us to your friends, your family, and to your social groups. And, Mr. Rana, as we always say, Julia Rana, making your world blue again. That's what we do.
Julia Rana, making your world blue again.
Indeed.
Thank you very much, Mr. Rana and Mr. Javed. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much for everybody.
Pastor Dan, God bless you for your time as well, for this wonderful program this morning, for your advice, everything. God bless you. Please, I will engage everybody.